Hey guys, Dr. Decks here, and yes, I have hair. Today I want to talk to you about a product that we use quite often on our job site. I call it an EZ Up. It's just a portable shelter. So if you like this video today, this is a quick one. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. Hit that bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content. Alright, so basically, Pacific Northwest, Washington State, rains a lot. A lot of times we don't have shelter for our tools or especially like our battery chargers and just any tool that we may not be using when it's raining. So we like to do some pop-up shelters, temporary shelters. This one's called an EZ Up. This is not that particular brand. This is a cheaper brand that we had when we were shooting our television show, and we have a couple of those just laying around. So I use those around the shop, around the house. If I'm working on something in the rain and I don't want to get soaking wet, I might just pop it. This one's a little bit easier to erect with just one person. But usually an EZ Up goes up and down a lot quicker with two people. But because I'm inside my shop and I have a smooth concrete floor, I think I should be able to put this thing up really quick. So basically, it's just a pop-up tent. You've probably seen them at flea markets and soccer games and all over the place. We use ours on our construction sites because when it really starts coming down, you might find us all huddled inside of the EZ Up just to get out of the rain for a minute. A lot of times the house all we have to stay dry is the eave. We've been pretty lucky on the last couple projects. There's been some covered areas and covered spaces that we can use, but normally that's not the case. So basically this tent is folded up. Now a lot of EZ Ups come with a bag or a cover, and those are nice. We always use those at least once or twice before we realize, you know what, this is too much work. Then we throw them away. I think I bought my last EZ Up brand cover at a Costco business center is where I've been able to find them for $200, $210, $220, something like that. They come with a bag, they come with sidewalls, and they also come with some stakes, which are completely worthless, and I personally don't use those to hold my tent down, and I'll talk to you about that because high winds are EZ Up destroys. High winds and snow. I've lost about 10 of these so far in my career. 3 or 4 to high winds and 6 to heavy snowfall that surprised us. We didn't realize it was going to snow that night, and regardless if it's up or down or whatever, just caves in, destroys the EZ Up. So basically, to start getting this thing in position, you just have to open it up. So basically, you're just going to extend all the corners. And this is where having a 2 people really works well. Usually I'll have one person standing over here and one person standing on the opposite side, and then you walk away from one another as you're kind of opening this up. When I'm by myself, sometimes I'll get underneath it and try to pop it like so. Then I can come in and start putting up the corners. So this one's a little bit different than the other ones we have, but you get the idea. You got to lock your corners in first. There's one. And you just walk around and do it on each corner. 2. And you can hear it click. And there's the 4th one. Okay, so now that we have our basic shape of the tent, now this is in the down position. When we're done for the day, we have our tools on tables and tarped. We'll drop the tent to this level, and then we secure the tent somehow, usually with a strap that's strapped to a table. We like to use a table with a lot of weight on it, and then a strap, and we cinch the EZ Up down, and then we haven't lost the tent that way. I've used stakes in the ground, bungee corded to the sides. I've actually had those ripped out of the ground before and thrown my tent 150 feet away from the house and landed in somebody else's backyard, completely mangled and destroyed. So I no longer do that because that could be not only detrimental to your client, somebody else, you could hurt somebody. High winds are no joke, man. Once you're ready to bring it up to full height, I just stand on the tab that's on the ground, and I bring it up and I lock it. Now there's a locking tab right here, spring loaded, so you can push this in and give the tent more height. So on this particular model, there's 3 height adjustments. On our Easy Ups, there's 5, so they go a little bit taller. So then I just go around and lock those in. Okay, and then, you know, if you want a little extra height, you can just bring everything up to the, like, we'll go to the number 2. This one already locked in at number 2. The front one is, I think this one needs an extra. There we go. So now this tent is a great little shelter. This particular model doesn't have any cross bracing going this way or up. Now our Easy Up does have a scissor beam going through the middle, both sides. So that's what I would normally attach my strap to for my table. So this is a more economical version, so it doesn't have as much structure to it. It doesn't have the struts in the middle like our other Easy Ups do. So we'd have to find an alternate way to anchor this down. Like I said, this one doesn't get out to the job site too much. These stay around the house, and they might cover me while I'm working on my gate or something like that, or my opener or whatever, you know, over a bobcat, something like that. You could always tie the legs into something to keep it tight. These are really nice when you're getting a lot of rain, and or if it's really hot out and you need some shade. We've done both. We've used them for rain diversion and for also creating a shady spot when we're working in direct sun and it's really hot outside. All right, so it's that easy, that quick. You can find these at different sports locations, hunting supply places. Some of them are camo. It just depends on what you're looking for. The ones I find are usually just white. This one happens to be gray. It just depends on your flavor. There's tons of them on the internet as well, but I use them a lot in my building, and I really feel like we need these, even though you got to replace them every couple years. It's only a couple $100. It's definitely worth just protecting your battery chargers and those important tools that maybe you're concerned about them getting constantly wet in your environment. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit that bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.